Facebook, guys.
Live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Look, I'm getting organized. Oh, yeah. This is the time. So, you guys, today is what? Today is Giveaway Friday. Oh, yeah. And today's giveaway, it's a good one. I can assure you that everyone who has a Jooltool is going to want another one of these, or like I keep saying, you can't have enough of these. So, guess what today's giveaway is? It's the Anie polishing set. You guessed it. The felt wheel mounted on the back pad with the Jooltool compound. The whole set is yours. If all you have to do to enter this giveaway, so we know you are there, and you just need to post
a comment.
What was the comment? The comment for today is what we're looking for.
What do they like about your lives?
What are you enjoying about my live shows? So the only thing you need to do to enter into this drawing, and we're going to announce the winner towards the end of the show, is to comment, write down what you are enjoying about these live shows that I am doing for you guys. So again, today's giveaway is what? Is the felt wheel with the backing plate mounted and the Jooltool compound. This is the Anie polishing set. And I kept telling you guys yesterday when we were polishing that turquoise that you guys should get an extra one of these, one for your metal, one for your stone, and one to keep a nice sharp edge. So you guys, this will have a nice sharp edge. So if yours are all roly-poly and looks like a flying saucer, you guys comment for a chance to win. And just let me know what you're enjoying about these lives. So today is all about polishing, satin finishing on metals. So I'm going to do rings, I'm going to do bracelets, I'm going to answer all your questions. So let's get started.
Say hi to Carol, Myra,
hi, you guys,
Paula,
I love you all.
Linda,
come on,
Debbie,
and join the
Janet,
party.
Fred,
you guys, it was
Janice,
so much fun, you guys, yesterday working on that turquoise.
Debbie.
I swear I thought you guys were here with me. People who even watched the replay were telling me of how exciting it sounded, and they felt like they were a part of it too, and that they swear that stone spoke to me, so it spoke to you guys. So you guys, let's get started. So just to recap on what I'm going to be using today, so you get an idea of the things. I know I kind of jump all over the place, but I'll be using a lot of my scotch-brit wheels in the 3-inch and the 4-inch, and I'll be using the scrubbies, the brushes, and pretty much the purple and the inside ring mandrels. Maybe the trizap. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how much time we have. So you guys, I am going to, I have no idea what I'm doing. But first I want to smooth a bezel. Everyone keeps asking me, Anie, show us how to smooth a bezel. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I'm going to show you guys how to smooth a bezel and not to worry about, and how to avoid touching the stone. So you guys, here we go. So we have a really ugly bezel that's been hammered. Oh, and someone asked how to sharpen the tip of the hammer. By the way, you guys,
the hammer with
the tip of your hammer. Like this is an automatic hammer. Reciprocating hammer. Well, you know, automatic. We call it automatic. Yeah, well, this is the hammer that goes. So if you don't do it by hand, this is a great way, and you can sharpen it with the Jooltool. But let's just show you how to clean up the mess. So I am actually going to use the medium. See how nice and organized I am? I'm going to use the medium scotch-brit. These will be available this weekend. Stay tuned. They're in stock. I'm so excited. So I'm going to use the medium because I really want a nice, crisp, flat surface. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, you guys, I'm going to darken it so you guys can see where I'm doing. Let me stay within frame. Wow, it looks even more bumpier now that I darkened it. You guys see that? I'm gonna go all the way around and clean that all up. You see that? So you guys pay attention. So I'm just gonna have a good little footing here and find my spot. So you guys see the lumps and the bumps? Let's go ahead and show you all the lumps and the bumps around, and then we'll take care of the outer edge and just do the rest. How about that, guys? Does that make sense? Yeah, we're all good? Everybody on board? Oh, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Slept well. It's Friday. Yay, Friday. So do you see the second I touch it, it's already burnishing the metal. You guys all see that? It's like nuts. Like, could you imagine doing that with a hand file? Oh my God. I could think of other things I could do. Now look, when you come across a real lumpy, stubborn one, go over it lightly a few times, kind of moving the metal. Don't stay in one spot. You don't want to stay in one spot. You kind of want to roll it, and there you go. I think this is like hollow. Thanks, guys. You see that? Super smooth. Oh, yeah. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to keep going.
Which disc are you using?
I'm using the medium scratch eraser, the medium. I really wanted to get a flat, crisp edge, so I opted for the medium. And there we go. And that should do it, guys. There's still one area, but I think this is like hollow in some areas, but I'm just gonna let it go in certain areas. So there we go, you guys. You see the nice smooth finish we have? So from here, you guys, I'm gonna take the felt wheel. So whenever you guys have some bumps and lumps inside, you guys see a little bit of, like I call them like little sharp teeth in there. Don't use the Scotch-Brite to get rid of those unless they're really big. So I would say from here, go to your felt wheel and make sure your felt wheel has a nice sharp, like kind of crisp edge. You see that? That's why I was saying everyone could use that giveaway because I know everybody kind of rounds it over. It's really nice to have a sharp one on hand because I'm going to use that edge to kind of ride and smooth out all the lumps on the top surface of the bezel. Does that make sense?
People are they're sharing very lovely things.
They're sharing what?
They're sharing a lot of their stories. It's very nice.
Oh, I love it. I want to read it. Oh, there goes the camera. So do you guys see I'm just riding that little edge? You guys see, I want to kind of zoom in and show you how I was able to ride that little edge and take those little teeth down. So that's kind of the first thing I go. And don't worry, it won't harm the stone. The felt wheel, if anything, will just polish the stone up even better. So that's why I always say, save this step for the felt wheel. And there we go. Let me keep going. And there we go. Thank you. I saw the love. You see that? You get that nice smoothness. You see, get rid of those teeth marks. Get rid of those teeth marks. Okay, and then so that should do that, I think. Make sure you get all the way around and get rid of all those little sharp teeth. And now we're gonna go around the bezel and give it a nice little polish. So almost, if you miss the spot, kind of just roll over it a little and it'll catch it right there. You guys see that? You know, and even if you guys have more like rustic vintage pieces, you can still keep it vintage looking, but you know, at least have a fine finish. You don't want to have it look, you know, unfinished. No one's gonna buy your piece. I hear that from my customers all the time. A customer will always buy a beautifully finished piece. I mean, if you're going for a more rustic, organic look, you can still do that, but it's got to be properly finished. You know what I mean? And so there we go. So they're nice and polished, smooth. So I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna ride that corner. Hold on, and kind of get in there and polish that part. Do you guys see that? And if you can't get into a certain area, I'm gonna give you another little tip of how you can get in there. But you want it smooth, so we don't want to have a lumpy edge. We want it nice and polished. Do you guys see that?
Francesca Watson says she loves you.
Hi, Francesca. I miss you. Francesca's been making some killer rings on her live. Oh, hold on. So that's okay to do, you guys. I'm just riding the corner. And if you slip off, it's okay. Nothing's going to happen. I was trying to look at the comments, to be quite honest with you. Oops. Oh, so if you go like this, you can see comments again. You just got to tap the screen. Okay, never mind. Kristen, we're going to have you feed us the comments. There you go. Just so you know. And that should do it, guys. You see how I touch the stone? Nothing's going to happen. We polish that. Now to get into that nooks and crannies, you can do this first too. If you want to highlight everything over the patina, this is a good time to do so with your felt wheel. And just smooth everything over. There you go. But I'm going to show you guys how to get into those nooks and crannies. Now, this is where you guys, what's happening, Yara? Yara's having technical difficulties.
Tapping flips the screen over.
This is where you guys, the 2-inch wheels really come into play versus the 3-inch wheels. And what's great is you can loosen these bad boys up and layer them, look. So I can make them thinner, I can make them thicker to get into any kind of, crevice I want. So this is the 6 micron. I'm gonna do that to get into those really tough little spots. So just hold it right up against, and what's nice is I can see it while working. So I kind of use my hand as stability up against the hood, kind of anchor your hand. And just do that. Anchor your hand, rest your hand, whatever you want to do. And this is really nice. So it gets into all the nooks and crannies. You guys see that? Gets into all those nooks and all that really tough crack right there. You can go one more. If it's really bad, you can go to the blue one, which is the 400. They come in multiple grades, but I didn't feel the need to do that. If you have some heavy solder you want to clean up. And if it is a heavy solder and you need to really get into a hard to reach area, you guys, and this is a great time to kind of get in that one area that we cleaned up. Ooh, look at that, you guys. That looks really.
About the blue, but you're using the green.
I'm using the green. So if you guys want to, there you go. Ooh, that looks good. Right there. You can even touch it up here a little. Look at that. Really nice. But if you really need to get into it more detailed, we also have, I don't know if you guys know, but it's a good time for me to share this with you guys. We have these little scotch-brit wheels. They look like this. So it comes in a set, just so you know. One already is pre-mounted, and then you get 2 additional. But these are the scratch erasers. So this is the same material as your fine. So they're great for getting into like, what?
Using with the flex shaft.
Yes, you have to use it, of course. You have to use it with the flex shaft, Yara.
Just making sure everyone's on board.
I just want to show you guys. It gets really into that really tough spot if you wanted to do it, or in this direction. They're really, really nice. And you can just polish right over that. We're actually going to be selling the felt as well in the same size. But these are great. I use them all the time. And yes, I have to be clear. We
Thank you.
use them on our flag shaft. Whoop. Is it going? Yes. So you would go like this on that. Actually, I should leave it on there because if I want to do a demo.
We don't have a hammer hand piece, right?
No, no. If you guys want a hammer hand piece, let me know. Send us a message. I'll get you guys one from Fordham. Give you a good price on it. Fordham owner, we actually work with Fordham. So Fordham owner is one of my great friends. So if you need anything from Fordham and you don't know where to get it, or if you have questions, just send me the item number and I'll have it sent to you. Not a problem. Okay, so you guys, so that's that. And if you want this even more polished, or let's say you have, let's do a quick little fix.
So the Fordham hammer hand piece works on your flag shaft.
Yes. Okay, so I want to say something. Since I said the hammer hand piece, yes, the Fordham the hammer hand piece works excellent on our flex shaft. All you do is just take this off. Turn this on.
Multitasking.
And you just pull this off. You see? So the same paddle that we have is the same paddle that fits into all the Fordhams. Got a little bit. Yes, and here, Francesca, let me tell you a little something, a little insider scoop. So this is straight from Fordham's mouth. Hey, Anie, you know your handpiece and your Jooltool is the ideal speed for the hammer handpiece. And it's great because it's stable. So if you set your speed, it'll automatically keep going. And the highest, our highest speed is like 5,000 RPM. And so they say that's the perfect RPM for a handpiece. When you really go super high RPM, things happen. These are very delicate. And don't bend at 45 degrees, you guys. Bad things can happen. This one actually was a repair job, so that's why I don't want to turn it on, because it won't hammer. Someone had bent it 45 degrees and it's no good. So I'm just going to use it to show you guys how to sharpen the tip. And if you guys want to know how to sharpen that tip, honestly, it would be the Trizac abrasives. Just a quick little touch. And if you want to smooth the edge down, you use your scotch-brit to do so. Mine is still attached. I don't know if, oh, the 4-inch will actually be able to do it. I can do that real quick. See, the 4-inch allows you to have more ability to come out. Do you guys see that? So I have more clearance versus the 3-inch.
More distance away from the
More
machine.
distance away from the machine, so I can't clear it. But if you have the 3-inch and you take this off, I didn't even take it off, I wasn't planning on doing this, then you can use your 3-inch. So if you took this off, you can use your 3-inch, but since I'm not prepared, I'm just gonna use my 4-inch. And so it's already dark, so I don't need to darken it. So you're just gonna make sure you're nice and flat, and you just lightly touch it. Do you guys see this? So you guys see the before? Before.
Too close.
Too close. Before. Everybody, before. Before. Okay? Before. So it's been used. So if it's really, really used, you might need a heavier grind, but for the most part, you can already see it getting perfection. You guys see that? You guys see that? It's like perfect. So now the sides are a little bit sharp. And if you want them sharp, fine, leave it. But I recommend a little smoothness. And you can do that with your fine or your medium. Medium will be a little bit more stiffer. So actually, I might use the medium.
3-inch.
It's the 3, but it's okay. See, I can use the 3-inch now because I'm just gonna hit the corners. So I'm just gonna do a little twist like this, just to smooth. You see that? You see the little sparks? Isn't that crazy? And oh my God, this will hammer beautifully. You guys see that? So you guys see that? So I use the scotch-brit medium. Yes, Kristen, what?
Natalie says she loves your red Jooltool top.
Thank you, Natalie. You know, you guys, these shirts came out of hiding. I have a bunch of these. When I was summoned by JTV to create that mask, did you guys see me that I made that mask? I was like, God, I don't have no material. Let me go through some of my old Jooltool shirts that I haven't worn in a while. And so I found that t-shirt and I made a mask. But then in that process, I found so many Jooltool shirts that I haven't been wearing in like ages. So they've come out to see the light of day. So I appreciate that, Natalie. Thank you. Thought I'd be smart. I have like multiple of the same shirts. It's crazy. So you guys, so that was hammer sharpening on the Jooltool.
What do you use the hammer piece for?
Okay, so the hammer is going to be used for, let's say you don't want to do a bezel, or you're setting the bezel and you put the stone in there and you got to push that metal onto the stone, and you don't want to do it with your hand and push it with a graver or anything like that. This is a wonderful way to hammer the side. See, this side's still hammered. You guys see? You would just go like this, duk, 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 and it's an automatic way to push that metal and hug the stone. Fold it over. So, you learn something new every day, huh? All right, guys. So that takes care of that. Now I wanted to show you some grinding and some polishing. So let's go ahead. So I'm gonna polish an old silver. Like, this is gross. Like, do you guys see this? I don't know. I didn't even take a before picture, but it's bad. Like, it's bad on every level. But I want to show you how to polish this up and to clean this up. So like this one even has a sharp corner right here. It's very raw everywhere. The inside, all of this needs help. So I wanted to show you guys how to do both of these and the ring. So you guys, I'm going to do a little section of each one to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Does that help? Yes? No? Maybe so? Yeah? Okay. So you guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use my, I'm going to first knock this chunk down. Who uses a hand file for this? Not me. So I'm going to use my 80 grit purple ceramic. So I'm going to get rid of that chunk really quick. Now, if you know, you can get rid of it with the 80 grit, okay? But one thing you guys don't know is if you don't want to use the 80 grit, say it's a little too scary for you, the purple, use your coarse scratch erasers. These are extremely durable and will take that down. I'm just going to show you guys how that works. Check this out. Actually, can I do this so it's quiet? Can you see that? I see there. So the hood is nice and quiet. You see how it's we're almost there. You guys see that? So I just want you guys to know that there's an alternative to work and remove that. So the 80 grit would have done it within a blink of an eye.
Alternative to what?
The what?
Alternative to what?
An alternative to the purple. Just so you know. And it's great because if you want to clean up the rest of it, it sounds like it's really heavy grinding, but it's not. It's really smooth, and it's really nice and smooth. It doesn't leave a rough finish behind. But do you see how lumpy and bumpy all this is right here? You guys can see that? All that lumpy and bumpiness. It smooths it all without having to go through multiple sanding stages. And you can get all the way in here, smooth all that over. There you go. And then if something isn't straight, yeah, I'm listening.
Do the erasers remove metal?
No, what they do is they're more like moving metal. They burnish. I'll explain this in this. This one is the purple. This is going to remove metal. This removes metal because if I want to make sure this is nice and straight, I want to grind it down. So right now, I'm going to grind this bad boy down. You just hold it there. You see how nice and even I got it? And you can roll over it. So whenever you need something like dead, perfect, run to your purple. They're very nice. And to smooth that down, I could use my medium or your fine scratch eraser. So you just hold it here. See that? Just hold it right there. No harm, no foul. Get rid of the sharp corners. There you go. And look at that, you guys. I'm ready for a final polish. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? So you can go over the areas that you did with the coarse one. And it's so smooth. There you go. And a lot of people keep asking me about the very fine. So that was the medium. I want you guys to see what the very fine looks like. This is the very fine. Just to give you an idea. It's kind of like seeing it in action. So the very fine is going to give you a really smooth finish. So if you're just looking for a little bit, the very fine is delicious. You know, especially on details like this. You see that? I know, right? Wowza, gazowza. So you can polish it at this stage. You can do whatever you want, you know, but this is also a good technique, you guys. You start here and then roll in, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You guys see that? We got rid of that sharp. Now, if you want to kind of keep the design here, oh, that keeps falling. So if you want to keep the design here, that's really nice. But if you want to change it and make it one strip, like one line, which I kind of am tempted to do. I know you guys are going to say I'm going to ruin the design, but we'll do it over here. How about that? You guys want to see that? So if you guys want like a more flatter design, let's go ahead and clean that up. Okay, so I'm going to mess around with this. So like, let's say, you know, that center design isn't doing much for me. I don't know. So I like to change things up a bit. So I'm going to take maybe the coarse. Let's take the coarse Trizac. They're great for detailing. So I'm going to like change it up. I'm going to like make it a little flatter. Kind of put like a little nice little flat little bevel on it. You see how friendly Trizac is? Trizac is really nice. So let's say I just want to do that. I don't know. I'm always wanting to change the style. I never want to have something that someone else has. Does that make sense, you guys? So I'm going to do kind of a two-face so you guys can see the difference. So I kind of highlight that center area. Does that make sense, you guys? Does it look good? We'll see. So now I'm going to polish it. So let's say that you don't want the cuff to be polished. Say you're more of the rustic kind of gal finish, you know? Say you want all of that, you know, satin finish. So you can get a great satin finish, you guys, with the very fine or the fine scrubby. So this is really delicious, and you can change the speed. So this is at high speed, and you can get really nice finishes at high speed, but you can get, you see how pretty that is? But you can get a softer finish if you slow it down and just go like this. Yes, go ahead.
What if you have rhodium over white gold and it has
So your only recourse, so we have a question, you guys, of rhodium over white gold. Now, your only option for rhodium without removing it is going to be your green brush. There is no other choice but to use the green brush. The green brush will not remove rhodium, but it'll bring a brightness. So I use it a lot on my ring because this is rhodium plated. But this is all. You can't use anything else. If you use anything else to polish, the rhodium's coming off. Really. Okay, so you guys see that? So I like what I've done. That's really pretty, actually. So I'm gonna do one more step, you guys. So I wanted to satin finish it before I polished. Actually, I should have hit it over here. See, I got a question. Didn't even pay attention. Oh, slow. Let me match the finish. So you just go la 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 la. It's very nice and cleans up all sorts of stuff. So you guys, there you go. Now, I had used the coarse earlier, the green to do that center. And I'm going the green Trizac. So I'm going to go to the fine real quick, just because we don't have much time. I want to cover a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and darken it real quick here. You're just going to follow it. Can you see that? So awesome. There you go. Let's keep, oh, did I go more? There you go. Okay, so that's that. So even if you want to leave like a satin finish look, you can even leave that center the way it is. Like last week we did this. Remember this, you guys? Remember that one? You know, we did all satin finish when we put facets here. So I thought I'd change it up. You see how you can do such unique little designs? So you can leave it satin finish, or you can take it one more step to the orange. Just let me show you guys what the orange looks like. Just the orange Trizac. So go ahead and darken this. There we go. And so you just hold it right here. And just glide right over. And this will give it a brighter polish. You guys see how the orange Trizac works? Isn't that like nuts? So you just can keep going. Roll it, roll. And it's just a light touch, you guys. There's like really, like I'm not pushing hard or anything. You just let those pyramids do all the work. Wow, looks so pretty. Where do I come up with these ideas, I tell you? Like, do you see how cool that looks? Like, isn't that nuts? Okay, so you guys, if you, now to clean up the outside edges, if you don't want to leave them satin finish and you want to add a little polish to it, just grab your felt wheel and polish those outside edges. It just gives another kind of look to your piece. Do you see how it's nice and smooth? But if you just wanted to add a little pizzazz, you know, all these little details really fall into play when you actually hold a piece in your hand and you're like, oh, this is so well made. This is so well finished. And it just took you a little zippity-doo-dah around the corner and you got that extremely high, awesome finish that someone would think that, wow, you really know your stuff. You know, you really look at all the details. You know, they say it's in the details, baby. It really is. You know, some of the finer things in life that you pay for are all because of the details. You know? Like Rolls-Royce gives you an umbrella, for crying out loud.
2 umbrellas.
2, oh, apparently, excusez-moi, Yarrow. 2 umbrellas. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all handmade, everything. People like that stuff. You can guess for big bucks. Okay, so you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what we did.
Can you remind us about the giveaway?
Okay, you guys, so I have a giveaway. The giveaway Friday. Woo, woo, woo. The giveaway is, where'd it go? Oh, so the giveaway is the felt polishing wheel mounted on the backing plate with my compound. This is the Anie's polishing kit. This is the giveaway for today. The way to enter is comment what you love about these videos that you're watching. So even if you're commenting on YouTube, we see it. So comment, and that way we'll know that you're watching And your name will go into this little box that I'm going to pick at the end of the show and announce the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who wins the Anie's polishing kit?
One question.
Yes.
Are you gonna do the inside?
Yes, I'm going to do the inside.
Okay, because someone asked.
Yes.
How do you do it?
So I'm going to do the inside. So you guys see that? So I polished. Do you guys see how finished that is? Like, oh la la. Like, come on, people.
Beautiful.
You know, right here too. Like all of this. So now, this is the side that we finished, you guys. Look how pretty that is. It didn't take much. Really, didn't take much, and yet you have this really luxe finish. Now, if you wanted to polish this, you guys, I know some people are going to ask that. I'm going to do it really quick. It's going to be like kind of like an instant quick replay. Oh, actually, let me get the very fine. So I got the, no, that's the medium. Here's the very fine. Okay, hold on. Got it. Very fine. Let's keep it organized here. So I'm going to like go over here and show you. If I want to polish all of this, like shiny, shiny, just to show you how quick you can do it. Because I know some people like it shiny. You know, some people like it matte, some people like it shiny. But you know, some people who say they like it matte really don't like it matte. They just don't know how to polish good. So they cover it all up with a matte. You guys see that? Did I say that out loud? Oopsie doopsie.
What gauge is this cup?
Oh, what gauge? I have no idea. Okay, so this was done with the Bonnie Doon press at the JCK show in Las Vegas. And Bonnie Doon's people gave it to me. Hold on. Wait, what's happening here? Why is this like not... Oh, something's on my disc. This is a good opportunity to show you something. So when this happens, you guys, just take sandpaper. Something is on my disc and I don't know what it is. And it's leaving some black. So this is a good way to sand your... So if you don't have this, you can just grab some sandpaper and sand it down like this. You see how it's still very dirty? I don't know what's up, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and recharge it. Give it a good amount. And let me get rid of some of that. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to get rid of some of that. So you don't want to start off with some compound. Let's get rid of it. There you go. Ta-da! So now I'm going to push it all away. Do you see how much cleaner that is? Do you see how much cleaner and polished that is? That was a good tip, actually. That happens every so often, you guys. You don't know what you were polishing, and, you know, that could happen. You see how it's not happening anymore? Just gliding along. Do it slow to make sure you get every nook and cranny. And there you go. Hold on, let me clean up. And if you have some compound, knock it over. Get rid of it with the disc. There you go. All good. You see that? Polished surface. And if you have any kind of extra something, just get rid of it. Use a little jewelry cleaner. But for the most part, and if you want to take this to even higher polish, you guys, you can use my magic buffs. So these are the ones, sorry guys. So these are the ones that says do not use compound. I repeat, do not use compound. It's got compound already impregnated in it. So you guys, I'm going to use the 4-inch. And you just lightly touch it and get a high polish. Do you guys see that? Just lightly touch and you'll already get a high polish come up. It's really pretty. So that was a more polished look, you guys. You see that? And this is the more matte look. You see how it has two different sophisticated looks. You know, you can go for the bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, woo-hoo. I like that. And this is more sophisticated looks. Okay, so we have a question. So every time there's a question, I'm going to go ding, 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 ding. What's the question?
Judy says, I was just grinding a heart bezel and it keeps grabbing. And
Yeah.
you're
Yes. So what you're doing, Judy, is getting near the edge. So if you notice when I'm working, I'm not working on the edge. So like if I have like a bezel like this, I'm not gonna, the only time I come out to the edge is if I have to get to a corner. Other than that,
Show it on a disc. Show it with the disc.
yeah, let me show it on the disc. What abrasive is she using? Ask her. I'm gonna continue answering that question. Let's just get some more information. Meanwhile, stay tuned. I'm gonna do the inside. Let's just do the inside right now. How about that, since we've already accomplished this? So remember, we were at that, and then we went to the shine, and then we went to the ooh la la sophistication, and then we polished the outside edge. Yes, go ahead.
Does the white polishing compound have to be washed away, removed from the metal, similar to the way rouge does?
Yes, so honestly, my compound is a dry formula, so it's not oily. So a lot of the times it just almost flicks off. So the second I hit it with something, it like literally pops right off. You know, that's all. Look, I literally just popped a little piece off right now. It's a dry consistency, so it's not oily, and it cleans up really nicely. So just so you know, one time you guys, you're gonna laugh, but when we were doing these copper bracelets in my class here, there was a lot of black we had to clean real quick, and Lori actually thought of just grabbing some of my scrubbing bubbles, that little bathroom cleaner, and we just sprayed it on it. You guys, it melted it away. Just so you know, I don't recommend that on stones and stuff, but if you have just a plain, you know, cuff or metal, the scrubbing bubbles just melted everything away, took all that compound off. Little hint. Okay, so I'm gonna do the inside. Yes?
Answered.
Huh?
She's using the purple's 120.
Ah, you're okay. So back to the question. So we have a question, you guys, where she's doing like a heart with the, and doing like a heart shape with the, actually I have a heart shape with the purple. Give me a second, you guys. Let me help answer this question. I have a heart
Also, did you just use the magic buff to shine?
Yes, yes, yes. I just used the magic buff. I used the felt and then the magic buff. I know I have a heart here, you guys. I don't have a heart. All right, well, I can't find my heart. I know I have it here, but okay. You're always telling me to hurry. Jeez. Okay, I can't find my heart, you guys, so I'm gonna make a heart. How about that? Let's make a heart. God, Yarrow. Okay, so let me go ahead and make a quick heart for you, and I'll explain how to do this. How about that? So we have this piece right here. I'm gonna put a little divot in here, kind of like so. It's gonna be like, or here, let's just do a heart like this. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this into a heart. Are you guys with me? So we'll trim this little chunk. Oh, it's gonna be a heavy heart there. Oh, yeah, feisty little heart. So I'm gonna turn this into a heart, and I wanna show you how I do this. Ready? So let's go and do the area right here first. So I'm gonna hold it like so. Watch. You guys are with me? So I'm kind of grabbing that side and working my way in. Does that make sense? And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Oh, there's that texture we did. How pretty was that? Remember when we did that texture? Okay, so I've got somewhat of a heart here. Yeah, let me see. So when you're working on the heart, you don't want to be sliding off. Here, you don't want to be sliding off. Do you see how I'm just like barely touching it, like la 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 la, and then I'm here and I drop it. I don't slide off. You don't want to do that because it'll give you instability. So we created this heart. I can even make it even more deeper. Let's go ahead and make it deeper. There we go. My heart is looking like a heart now. You get the idea, right? Okay, so there. So I've got a heart. Now I'm going to get rid of this chunk. So instead of working on the edge and sliding off like that, which is a no-no, I'm going to hold this tip right here. And I'm going to glide it left to right. You guys see that? Already we're almost there. Almost there. Wait, what? This is a 80 grit. This is the 80 grit. And so if you're going to get to that point, just hold it there. Get to that sharp little edge. Same with this. And hold it there. I have no idea what this heart's going to look like, but we're trying our best. Okay, so there you go. There's my heart. That's my heart story. You can do more, like let's say it's a little bit too fluffy on this side, you know, just trim it down. You get the idea, right?
Beautiful.
So there you go. So those are techniques that are very important. Now, let's say you're going to clean all this with the Scotch-Brite because it's rough. So I did use the 80 grit. Remember, you have 80 grit, you have 120 grit, and you have 220 grit. So you have different grades. So now to do this, you guys, again, to get into that really sharp area, you're going to need a fresh Scotch-Brite, because if you have one that's like rounded over, where's my one that's rounded over? I don't have that many, but yeah, I don't have too many. I try to stay away from the edge. But if you have one that looks like a flying saucer, it's going to be hard. Here, I have a felt that looks like that. It's going to be hard to get in there. You can, but as you can see, it's a little like curved. So it's a little difficult, whereas this one pops right in there.
Judy says thank you and she thinks she's getting it.
Oh, Judy, I'm so proud of you. So look, so this is the scratch eraser. So this, you're just going to get into that and again roll. And then you want to get rid of those sharp corners, just kind of roll those over. There you go. Same with this. And here, I'm actually going to give you another idea. Hold on. So the purple is great to do the real rough housing. But if you are not comfortable using the purple, remember, you guys, utilize the coarse. The coarse is going to, the coarse scratch eraser, because look, that'll also clean up. Like that's a little lumpy. It's a little bumpy. Actually, I don't know. This side's a little bumpy. You can grind and change the shape as well. And it's less aggressive. It's kind of like a more gradual grind. You see how I kind of got rid of that bumble? And here too, you can kind of get in here. And you don't have to worry about tearing the abrasive or anything like that. I might have, there you go. Do you see that? And we'll just clean the whole rest of it up with the same Scotch-Brite. So it's really nice and smooth. And honestly, for an edge, let me clean that up. I'm gonna clean up all of that. You see how smooth it leaves? A nice finish. Just want to get rid of all the sharp edges, you guys. There we go.
The burr.
The burr. I call it, when the jewelers would say, kill the edge. My dad would say, Anie, kill the edge. I'll be like, okay, Dad, killing the edge. Okay, so there. We got that nice. So if you guys wanted to now, from the coarse to go to a polish, the secret, you guys, you can. You can do it. You just go to the felt wheel, give yourself some compound, and watch how you can polish that edge. Look at that. La, 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 la. Can you see how polished that edge is? Yeah, so you can just do the whole thing into that. It's a little tough, but I'll get in there. Even with my flying saucer of a felt wheel. I have two of them. I have this flying saucer that I let people use at shows. And when you get to the tip, the pointed edge, don't go that way. Go in this direction. Always towards the rotation of the disc. See, there's a nice little arrow that reminds you right here. That point, all the points should be in this direction. All the points should be in this direction. You see that? All points should lead to the right. There you go.
Wendy, show us, is there a difference between Scotch-Brite and scratch eraser?
No, they're listen, I call them the scratch eraser because it makes sense and it describes what it does. It removes scratches, you know, but 3M's version is scotch-brit unitized EXL wheel. Huh? What does that mean? That doesn't tell you anything. So it is a scotch-brit material, but they overly use that word. Like even a scouring pad in your kitchen is called scotch-brit, for crying out loud. That's a little pushing it, 3M. Now I have a quick little tip, you guys. See how there's like scratches on here? This is a big question you guys always have. When you have plates like this, if it's not heavily scratched, do not use the magic eraser. Because if you hold it there long enough with the felt wheel and the compound, give yourself a good amount and a good support, hold it there, and look what will happen. You can get rid of all that nastiness in sections. You guys see that? You guys see how polished you guys can get it? Got it. I am trying to not get the glare of the light. Does that show? Okay. So you guys, section by section, are you guys with me? So hold it there, section by section. Kind of use the edge of the disc a little, because none of these are always even. So you guys want to just hold it there gently, nice, and we get that section. You guys see? Are you guys with me? Yeah?
Very nice.
Very nice. Okay, good. So again, section by section. Are you guys with me? I'm not going to do the whole thing, but again, the pointed tip goes in the direction of the arrow. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Yeah, see that? So now, real quick, you guys, if you have these fine little, these are called rub marks from your felt. A secret to get those out is these magic erasers are divine. And
Magic erasers?
Do they call them magic erasers? Magic buffs. These magic buffs will take those fine lines out really nicely. What? Yes, Kristen.
One is a ring manual question. You want to wait for that?
Yeah, No, I'm going to do the ring manual right after this.
Okay, so this one is from Myra. Tried polishing an engraved brass plat in a wart. It had a few black spots on it. The spots wouldn't come out. Any tips?
Okay, so are the black spots from the compound or the metal? Myra, are the black spots from the compound residue or the black spots from the metal? Let me know that. Okay, so I'm running this about medium to high speed. And just to give you an idea, just a light little touch and you can already see those lines come off. I just only hit it right here. And you see how that line is coming off? Just a quick little zippity-doo-dah. And you get that high polished, all those fine lines are gone. But you can't push hard, you guys. Oh, the spots are on the metal? Okay, so what I want you to do, Myra, is try doing this technique with my compound. And if that compound doesn't take it, oh God, you guys see that? There's still a little squiggly here, but I'm not going to that. Just look at everywhere else. Takes all those lines out. Hold on, I'm gonna answer Myra a little bit better. Hold on, you guys see that? So those lines are gone. Those lines are gone. You guys see how the magic eraser really is delicious, you guys? Hope that shows. But there is a little line right here, but I'll get that out. So look, Myra, it's kind of like what I did with this. Try to, wow, look at that. So try to do it section by section. So try the felt wheel with heavy compound and hold it over the black spot. And if that black spot doesn't go, then let me know and I'm gonna give you one more tip. Okay? All right.
Okay, I have
Yes.
someone wants to see the inside of the bracelet.
Yes. So this bracelet, okay, so now this is an interesting bracelet I chose. So it has a groove in the inside. You guys can see that? And then it has, you see that? It's got a groove in there. Okay. And then we have a nice flat surface. Now, to get inside that groove, you guys, I'm going to utilize the 2-inch brushes. Now, let me show you what they look like in comparison to the 4-inch. To the 3-inch. So this is the 3-inch. You see how that's too large to get in there? But this 2-inch just fits beautifully right in there. That's going to get into that little groove. So it comes in the 80 grit, 120, 220, 400, 6 micron, and the final polishing in the 1 micron. So I'm gonna utilize a good 4 steps maybe. I mean, technically I could use that, but for the sake of time, I'm not. So let me go ahead. Now I know where all of them are. I'm gonna grab them. Isn't this lovely? Actually, I'm gonna move it closer to me. Let's do that. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start with the 220 grit. And then, but to do the rest, because I want this to look really, really pretty polished, I am gonna use the felt wheel from my Inside Green Mandrel kit. So hang in there, guys. It's a really cool process. So let's go ahead and use the 220 grit. So I'm gonna hold it like this, you guys. Look. So my objective is mainly to get into that little deep groove. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like right now. Before doing the rest of it, let me show you how I was able to polish just the groove. Do you guys see that versus this? See that? And then I polished that inside. Do you guys see that? Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. So now, just put it right over. So we're just gonna give it a nice little zippity-doo-dah. You can clean up. So this is what the 220 grit looks like. So you can kind of leave it 220-ish, you know? You guys see that? Let me hit this side. Oh, it's very, very, very fluffy, this bracelet. There we go. So that's a 220 grit. So much prettier than that. Okay, so the next is a 400. So that was 220. The next is the 400. So we're just gonna hold it there again. So you just hold it there. It's really nice, and you can see it. What's cool is it's all right there, right before my eyes. I can see it. It's not blowing in my face. It's nice. So now we're just gonna go over everywhere that we did. And that la 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 la. There we go. That should do it. So that is the 400 finish. So pretty. Remember that was before, and we got into the crevice. So now we're gonna do the 6 micron and then follow with the green one, which is the 1 micron. So this, just again, we'll pop it right in there. Start at the base, keep going. Kind of hold it there. Remember, this is the polishing stage. It gets a little warm, you guys, the polishing stage. So you guys might want to wear your little finger protective tape to kind of keep it cool, because it's a lot to polish right now. And let's get in there. So that is the 6 micron polish. Actually, I should polish a little bit more on the sides. I didn't realize I had gotten that far. And of course, you can flip it around, whatever makes you happy, whatever helps you sleep at night, all that good stuff. There you go. See that? See that? So that was before, and this is after. Before, and that's after. So the green is really going to take it to a pop, but I'm not going to show the green yet because I want to use the polishing wheel to polish all of that stuff. So let's go ahead. And so when you first get your felt wheel, you should really heavily charge it. I always say this, charge it nicely, nice and heavy. Beautiful, beautiful.
You mean felt mandrel?
Your felt mandrel, when you get it, just make sure it's generously applied. The compound is generously applied. So you just barely hold it there, you guys. You're gonna see like how it starts to polish. Do you guys see that? And so now I wanted to get into near that center. I'm gonna like hold it there and kind of get in there. It's really nice when you have control with both hands, you guys. It's really nice. Okay, so let's just see what we've accomplished right here. So we've got a nice high polish. You guys see how it takes it, and it kind of smoothed all those little, I want to say like orange peel pits, a little bit of that orange peel look, and gave it a little bit more finer finish. And you can apply some more compound on, and then it'll actually start getting better. This was like a new one. So the more I work, the better the polish gets. So look, so if I want to work more out here and get that really high polish, you just hold it there gently, nice. There you go. You guys see that? Hold on, let me get that inside. See how you can even get inside that little crevice too? It's really nice. So it runs so smoothly. There you go. Look how pretty that. Here, come over here, Yara. Look at that polish. Do you guys see how pretty polished that is? So I removed a lot of that orange peel. So if you look here, you see a lot of that orange peel still there. Do you see it? Does that make sense? And then when you look here, it's much more higher polished. Okay, so then I'll keep going, and let me do both sides so I have it pretty. So does that help? So look at how I apply generously. You can always want to make sure that felt is like compressed, nice and smooth. That's going to give you that nice, pretty polish. And I don't stay in one spot. You know, you kind of see how I want to tilt it. You want to roll it, go back and forth. Utilize the whole felt surface, not just in one spot. And that rings true for even if you're doing a ring. But this is so much nicer than doing it by hand or on your flex shaft, you guys. I'm just using the weight of my hand to push down. It's not affecting anything. Oh wow, you guys, it looks so pretty. My dad says hi. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. How you guys doing? I miss you. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so now we have a pretty polished inside. Do you guys see that? Where we were before, and now where we're at now. Now, you can run over this with the green brush. I stopped midway, but I wanted to do this towards the end. I wanted one final little pop of shine towards the end, kind of bring it all together. Does that make sense, you guys? That's just the way I do things. Oh, it's really polished. It's like grabbing all the junk off of it. Hold on. I forgot. This one needs to be cleaned. Okay, I'm going to actually show you guys. People wanted to know how I cleaned my brushes because this one needs a cleaning. Ugh. God bless it. Okay, there you go. You guys see that? So now we've got the nice polish. Look how polished that center is, all of that stuff. So I was able to use it with the 2-inch brushes and the inside ring mandrel. And if you guys have like a sharp edge in here, you can utilize these, like you can put other grades on these. There it goes. Other grades on these, you just slip them off and put them on. But this is great for, like, let's say if that inside had a sharp edge, you know, like a sharp corner, you can just go like this and just sand that down. You guys see that? And then it'll go straight to a polish after that. But you can just hit it real quick and boom, that sharp edge is gone. It's super smooth. So,
Question regarding the grain somebody. It's when using the ring grinder and polisher, how do you hold the ring on it and what speed?
okay, so you guys, so real quick, you guys, let me show you what comes in the ring mandrel kit. So you get a mandrel that these little suckers slide on and they go on. And then you get the felt polishing wheel. Oh, as a bonus, we are gonna get a separate felt wheel during our VIP sale, you guys. You get a little felt tube, a bonus felt tube that goes right on here as a bonus or during our VIP sale. Now, she asked the question of, what was the question? That what speed to run the mandrels on?
And when using the ring grinder and polisher, how do you hold the ring on it
Oh.
and what speed?
Okay, so holding the ring, you guys, it can get hot, honestly. So I recommend, this is what I used to do. I recommend getting a piece of leather, an old belt piece of leather. We used to cut it. And you would actually do this. Look.
Or how about vet wrap?
Yes, I actually wear vet wrap, but sooner or later it is going to get hot, you guys. So I really recommend holding it with full speed and holding it with something. I like leather. Leather, and after a while, the leather becomes really nice and smooth and conforms to your pieces. But that's how I was raised, with leather. You guys see how that works? You see how I sanded that inside? You see that versus that?
Show
And
it
then
to this one.
show it
to
to
the
this
bottom
one.
camera. Yeah.
Oh, show it to the bottom camera. So I just sanded there versus the real rough. And you can see how you can just sand it really quick. And then you can take it to a polish from there. You can just switch that over and take that straight to a polish. See how quick they change. But remember, every time you're going to put that polish, just hold it here and give yourself a good amount of compound. The felt loves compound. And so again, you can hold it right here. See that with the felt? With the leather. And I'm just doing the top portion. And there, you don't have to push too hard. I like to, not wear out one spot. Kind of tilt it forward, tilt it back, forward, back, to make sure you got that whole area. You see how we're getting it good? It's nice and black. That's a good sign. Oh, mama. So look at how with the Trizac, it was able to clean it really smooth and pretty. Prior to polishing. The Trizac really does a really beautiful job at cleaning the inside. You guys see that? Yeah, it's really pretty. I wish I can open it and show you.
You're over an hour now.
Okay, so you guys, so that's that. I wanted to show you guys how to do the silver. I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. What else do I want to say?
Are you going to show the silver or no?
I was going to show the silver. Okay, the silver will have to wait. They're telling me I'm kind of going over my time. So I hope you guys learned a lot with the heart shape, how to grind and polish. Remember, we have the little mini scratch erasers to get into the really tough areas if you want to clean up. Right in here, hard to reach areas, they get right in there. These are great. It's a set of 3. One comes already mounted, just like so, and you can just screw them on after you want to replace them. The ring mandrel kit.
You were going to show how to clean the brush.
Oh, I was going to show how to clean a brush. Yes. So when these get dirty, because they will after a while, especially the green one, this is how I like to clean them. So you guys, I like to use maybe a washcloth. This is not the greatest thing to do. Excuse me, I need to grab some water. This is like old dirty water from yesterday's stone we ground. And so you can run it at full speed, but I like to do a little slower, because the slower you go, you can get in between those little bristles. I'm like using my nail to get in there. Even slower is even better. It's like you really get in there. You guys see how dirty it is?
Sweep on the wet rag.
It's like I let them sweep on the wet rag. I really recommend using a rag, but this will do for now. And then dry it a little. Even a dry one after a while is nice too. It's really, look how dirty that is, you guys. So this is it. Just make sure you don't have anything hanging and wiggling around. Keep it protected, your wet rag away from the spinning, and just use this. Now, if you don't have any nails,
What's on the rag? Just water?
just water. If you don't have any nails, use something
to give it
some hardness and to get into those fibers. Look, I'm not using my nail, and this seemed to do the job. You guys with me?
Negotiator says thanks. Have a good weekend.
Oh, negotiator. It's like a honeycomb pattern, this blue. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Okay, you guys. So we're going to be doing our
Giveaway,
our little drawing. Kristen, we ready? 1 second. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the names for the giveaway, if you have any questions, let them come in. I'll show them real quick. But remember, we did this, just to recap, with the scrubby, satin finish with the scrubby. They come in medium, fine, and very fine. Put that satin finish. To do that center, I used the Trizac wheels. It comes as a kit already pre-mounted. And then to do the side, that area that we ground down, I used the coarse scratch eraser, and then I used the finer ones to take it to a polish. I used the other ones.
On YouTube, we have a question about shining motorcycle rims, aluminum rims.
Okay, so when it comes to shining your motorcycle rims, what the guys like to do is use a lot of these brushes in the 3-inch. And what they'll do is, I don't know if you have a Jooltool, buddy, but the Jooltool becomes portable. Hold on, this goes on here. Let me twist this on just like so. Knocking everything over. They're gonna love me after this. And so I'm gonna put something on here, which is the handpiece. I showed this yesterday. Okay, there you go. So our handpiece will hold anything, like anything up to a 1/4 inch thickness. And so you just would have to change this out just real quick. You see how the jaw opens up pretty wide? So it opens up to a 1/4 inch.
He clearly doesn't have a Jooltool. He says, do you have a portable Jooltool?
The Jooltool will become portable. I'm going to show you in a second, sir. Because we do the SEMA Auto Show. So I've been at the SEMA Auto Show for over 8 years. Harley Davidson has Jooltools in their maintenance shop. Chip Foose has 2 of them, tells me he uses it daily. So one thing I want to show you is these brushes will go on beautifully, like so. They sand and they polish. So a 1/4 inch shank, you guys, also will go on your flex shaft. This is Z-31 if you guys want it. So the Jooltool becomes portable. So you can hold it handheld and travel with it. Yeah, I'm listening. So now you can go ahead and sand anything. What, Kristen? Yes. So fire scale removal can be removed many different ways. Oh, this is nice. I'm digging this. You guys see that? So it's portable.
And you can use that on aluminum as well.
And you can hang it. You can leave it on the floor. It doesn't vibrate. It's like so cool. The hood's also removable. Yeah. So fire scale. Now listen, if you guys are working on fire scale, it's like multiple ways of removing it. You can remove fire scale with the scrubbies. You can remove fire scale with the brushes in like an 80 grit 120 that I just used, or you can even remove fire scale with the scotch-brit. So there's so many different ways you can remove fire scale. Here's something with some fire scale. It's like disgusting. Look, do you see that? You see this? So I'm going to show you. If you have something that is like has a lot of details, you can use like the brushes to remove the fire scale. Look. Watch this. You guys see how that cleaned that up? See that? Get into all those nooks and crannies. So
That says you use brushes on plastic headlights.
no, you don't use brushes on plastics. What you do is you use my felt wheel with my compound. And you get in a mic. I have a YouTube video and I do my dad's Honda Accord. Just search Jooltool headlights.
It's Marge.
Who? Marge? Marge, you can totally do it. Let me show you how to do that. Just let me finish answering the fire scale. So that
You
was
don't have to show headlights right now.
No, I'm going to do plastic. So you guys, so there's other fire scale right here. So something you want to clean up really quick. The scrubbies are really great at cleaning up. Fire scale is super quick. Look. Also, do you see that? See that? See how that works? Pretty, huh? From that to this. Now, if you only want to use the scratch erasers, you can. Just grab your fine or very fine. And check this out. Ready? So you guys have that fire scale, so you can go ahead and clean up your fire scale and smooth any kind of, solder or anything else that you have in that process. It'll go over like the design, let's say, if you don't want everything polished. Let's say it's a patina surface. You can do that too. Does that make sense? But do you see how much smoother it is versus the lumps and bumps here? Or if you just clean up all the stuff with your scrubby, let's say you removed everything, go over with it with your magic eraser, and everything is gorgeous. And then from there you can polish and go have some drinks with no friends right now, but by yourself you can have some drinks. Soon. Soon, soon, soon. I saw a lot of people out and about today. People are tired of being, oh shoot. You got it? So you can just polish it up real quick. See how that works? Go over, bring up a high polish over that detail. I don't know where I got this ring from. Even over the area that we did here. You know what I mean? Are you guys with me? It's so cool, huh? So check that out. And then if you want to bring it all together, give it a wipe. Use your magic buff. Hold on. Just remove any kind of extra crud that has been lingering. And so you just hold it just gently like this. And you get this gorgeous, I repeat, gorgeous high polish.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, see that? Trying to leave one before, one after. Thank you, guys. So there you go. From that disgustingness, I don't know what that was. And again, once you get your magic buff, I know a lot of you guys have it. Don't forget, take something and give it a little bit more fluff. Or if it gets a little bit like kind of, if you've got some residue from something, oils, just clean it up just like so. Just grab some sandpaper, put your finger in it and go like this. And just spruce it up, you see? Slow it down a little. Get in there, spruce it up, and you're good to go. And so it actually gets a little nice and fluffy on the edges. So this is my tips. I'm going to do the drawing right now. Kristen is ready for me to pull. So you guys, everyone who commented is in here. Everybody who commented. Kristen doesn't miss a beat. So everyone who commented, I'm going to shake it up.
On YouTube, on
YouTube
Facebook.
and on Facebook, whoever commented is going to get a chance to win. Drum roll, please. My Anie's polishing set. So, okay, this is the winner. Who's the winner? Oh my God, it's Nicole Richie, my little jeweled monkey. Nicole, you called this into the universe. I know you did. Nicole has been telling me she has been learning to not push too hard, and she actually has the felt wheel that is flat and one with a saucer. So, Nicole, today's your day. You called it into the universe. See, you guys, when you really want something, just ask for it. Put in your heart. You know, what do they say? Ask, believe, receive. That's the message for this weekend, you guys. Ask, believe, receive. And know that you are going to get it. You are favored by me because you're my VIPs. And don't forget, you guys, I have that awesome VIP sale going on. And it's a great time to stock up on your diamond. We have the lapidary add-on kits. We have a lot of the scrubbies, magic buff, and everything that is on sale. And don't forget, with the inside ring mandrel, you get an additional felt tube during this special, you guys. People are really loving that extra felt tube, and I really wanted to have you guys have it. But again, the winner for today, she wins. Where is it? She wins. Nicole Richie, you are the winner. You won the felt wheel with the backing plate and my Jooltool compound. The Anie polishing kit is yours. We will mail it out today to you because we don't even need your address, Nicole. We know you. Anyways, you guys, I wish you a wonderful, blessed, fun weekend. Jolie is really excited. Do you want to come? Hold on, let me grab her yard. 1 second. Come here, Cookless. You want to be on camera? Hold on. Let me get Jolie. Jolie wants to be on camera. It's like my brother's not bothering us. So Jolie chills around here, and she felt my energy and wanted to be on camera. And Jolie, I want you to wish everybody have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Thanks for watching my mama. We'll be back. Oh, you guys, stay tuned for a little message from me. I might do a home edition of the live and show you guys how I clean up the plastic that melted around my stove. So if I have time this weekend, stay tuned. I'll let you know ahead of time if I'm going to go live. But anyways, live from our house, right, Jolie? See, my sister got in really big trouble for melting that plastic on my mama's stove. So my mom's going to try to fix it. So you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Hope this show helped you. Stay happy and healthy. Say bye. Jolie, blow kisses.